Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. Welcome back if you're an OG. So today we're going to get into my skin journey. When I tell you it has been just that, a journey, it's been rough, it's been tough. Let's talk about it. There's just so many things that went into this journey, a lot of years, a lot of tears, just a lot of products, money, just mental health, just a lot. Okay, so let's get into it. But I do want to thank you, Curology, for sponsoring this video. I'm going to be showing you guys how I use my Curology system while just chatting about what happened, what's going on now, what went on in the past, and how I made it better. So if you're interested in seeing how I went from this to this, let's get into it. So let's circle back to when I first unboxed my Curology package, just so you can see how exactly it'll come to you once you order yours. So it does come with some extras like a micellar water, a cleanser, a rich moisturizer, also body wash for anybody that suffers from body acne, and then also your custom formula that's really going to help you with all the concerns that you input during the skin quiz. So as you can see, your girl got some skin issues. It's dry, I have some redness in areas, breakouts, very congested, just things that I would love to fix and have been on a journey for a while to try to fix, but some products worked, some products didn't, and now we are in a good spot from where we used to be, but there's still work to be done. It's like the beginning of my routine with the micellar. We're gonna start at the beginning of my skincare journey because it's been a journey. I'm just gonna add this onto a cotton pad, just because you never know how good of a job you did the night before, so I always try to go in with a makeup remover, just to help break down those products and stuff that's on my skin already. So for me, I would say my journey started well before 2016, but I think 2016 is when I really started to document it. I was a junior in college in 2016, and I was like, there's no way in the world I'm about to go out into this world in another year after I graduate and be looking like this. So it's time to start kind of getting together what we're about to do for our skin. So I, you know, as anybody would do, rush panic to like my nearest store and grab some acne products, anything that would say acne relief, you know, acne prone, anything that would say that on it, I was buying it. Okay, pause for a second. Please look at how radiant my skin is just from actually cleansing it. It took 2 pads, but we got the job done. Next, I'm going in with my gentle cleanser. Now that we kind of got all the excess makeup off, the dirt, we can actually really get in there and cleanse. You don't need much of this either, which I love, and it's almost gel-like, so it's really slippery and it feels good on the skin. It feels almost like washing your face with silk. And it's also not drying. I cannot take any products that are drying because I need the most moisture for the best glow, of course. So at this point in time, I worked in retail, and if you know anything about a retail job, you come across so many people a day. So obviously, you know, you're gonna be self-conscious about if you have a breakout here, a breakout there. In my case, I had it everywhere. So I was kind of self-conscious, even about like just showing my bare skin. I would come to work in a full face of makeup. For what? I would have to wake up early just to do a full face. I would have to find full coverage foundations to cover up all of my blemishes and my problem areas, concealers, like all these things that I could have got extra sleep if I would have just been like, you know what, I'm confident in this, I'm embracing it, I'm actually gonna work on it instead of trying to hide it and cover it up. I can recall the days where I'll be running late to work and I would bring my entire makeup bag with me, clock in, go straight to the bathroom and do a full face of makeup in the work bathroom. Yes, mind you, I'm a manager at this time, so if anybody has any questions or anything, I'm in the bathroom doing my makeup. I'm not even at work doing my job because I'm over here trying to clear up my imperfections and spots, and it was just too much. Looking back on it, it's ridiculous, right? And I love that now we're in a space where a lot of people are embracing their imperfections, and you know, a lot of people will come on the internet with bare faces and their acne showing and stuff like that. Even me, I never used to want to be able to do that, but now that I'm confident, I built my confidence up, I don't care if I have a pimple here, y'all won't see it because I know that you probably had a pimple last week, so we can relate on some things. But back then, as that being my biggest imperfection, I definitely struggled for sure. Y'all remember that commercial about the girl who had a breakout and her friends were like, do you want to come to a party, XYZ? And she was like, no, and just make up some crazy excuse? That was me. When I broke out, I did not want to go out because I felt like even covering it with makeup, made it look worse. I think the miseducation of ingredients and products played a part too, because I always felt like I had to use super drying products because I also had oily skin, but I also had to use harsh products to get rid of my acne issues, and that was just not the case. As time went on, nothing was working. I even walked across the graduation stage with breakouts, and I didn't even take a lot of pictures on such a good day because my skin was acting up. It wasn't until a coworker made a joke about my skin, I ran to the dermatologist so fast. I'm thinking I'm hiding it, nobody can really tell because I have a full face of makeup on. The makeup wasn't even helping, y'all. So we ran to the dermatologist because your makeup is not gonna look good if your skin doesn't look good. So that's what we did. And she prescribed me a few things, and shortly after, I kind of realized they prescribed this to like everybody. Speaking of prescriptions, I got a custom formula from Curology. This specifically has azelaic acid, clindamycin phosphate, and niacinamide to help with my skin issues that I did input into the quiz once you first sign up for Curology. They kind of get to know your skin, know your problems, know your goals, and they go from there. So I did end up using a very generic prescription, but after a while, it's generic, so it stopped working. You really don't need a lot. I just use like a pea-sized amount. But when I was using the generic prescription that they kind of just give to everyone, it worked for a while. I was kind of seeing some progress. I was really excited about it, but then after a while, it stopped working. I also think that the products I was using with that prescription weren't really working well together. Like, it worked well at first because I think my skin was like, ooh, this is nice, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I think your entire skincare routine matters. Everything has to work in unison together to create what you're actually working towards. So that's why I kind of like Curology, because you tell them a goal and they curate this entire skincare routine, and everything that they design is made to work together. Let's get into the ingredients of my custom formula. I have azelaic acid, which is made for my redness. Again, if I don't know what something is, if I've never heard of it, it's going right in that Google search, okay? It also has skin calming properties, so obviously it's going to soothe my redness, which will give me a more even skin tone once it calms down. It also does help with dark patches as well. The clindamycin phosphate is to help control acne, so as you can see, I have a few breakouts here, and I also have some ones that are healing over here. So everything kind of working together, hopefully they heal and they don't leave too much of a mark. That was my thing too. I was getting so many red spots and dark patches that my skin almost looked worse than what it was because I still had the spot from where the previous acne were, you know? All right, back to the story. So I dropped the prescription because it started to really not work for me after a while. And I was like, you know what? I think I can do this on my own again. So I tried again, another attempt after attempt after attempt. Y'all, I'm tired of attempting, okay? At that point, my skin got absolutely worse. Like the worst I feel that it has ever been. It was like all over my face, and I was like, there's no way. So naturally again, ran back to the dermatologist, and I felt like I wasn't really getting solid answers. I was getting very general answers. It wasn't until somebody who worked at the dermatology office pulled me aside and was like, you look frustrated, you feel like you're not getting the answer that you need, which I wasn't. And she was like, you know what, I think you should go get allergy tested, because along with your skincare, you need to be mindful of what you're actually putting in your body as well, because those work together to create the goal that you're trying to achieve. So I was like, wow, this lady might be onto something. So lo and behold, allergy tests come back, and I realized the foods that I'm eating are not conducive with the goals of my skin that I want. So I had to make an entire lifestyle change for my skincare to really work together with my body to give me what I wanted. So I just want this to be a really quick message. Whatever you put in your body and on top of your body need to work together. So I'm gonna go in with the Rich Moisturizer for some moisture, because as you can see, I do have a little glow, but we can glow a little more. So I'm gonna go with this. So that's when I cut out things like gluten and dairy and just things one by one until I found out what worked for me. And trust me, it was a long journey while also trying out tons of skincare products, spending hundreds and thousands on skincare products just to find out, you know, what really will work for me. And I found that cutting out gluten and dairy while also educating myself on skincare ingredients was the best thing that could have happened to me. And even feeling my skin after, you can tell it just kind of deeply hydrates my skin. It's a very thick and rich moisturizer, but it's still kind of lightweight. You don't feel it on your skin. It absorbs really nicely. I'm gonna pamper myself just a little bit more as we chat, a nice cooling eye patch. When you really take the time to educate yourself on what happens when you introduce your skin to certain ingredients, products, foods, whatever, that right there is when you found the jackpot. You also save a lot of money, okay? But it also starts with the brands actually being transparent about exactly what's in their ingredients, which Curology definitely does. They tell you exactly what's in everything so that you know what you're actually putting on your skin and you're not just out here trial and erroring it. The dermatologist that you're assigned to is checking up on you frequently, so checking in, making sure that you're okay, letting you know what you need to do here and there if you have any questions. Now that I've really kept up with this lifestyle change, I also consume a lot more water. Always keep a water bottle with me. I was seeing the dream skin that I have always wanted. But obviously, as you get older, your skin changes. There's different types of acne. There's hormonal acne. So sometimes you can't really deny the hormonal acne, no matter how good you treat your skin. Some stuff is just going to happen. So what you can do is treat it with the right product so that when it does go away, again, it doesn't leave a red spot, it doesn't leave dark marks. I do still suffer from a lot of that. Even when I got older, my skin has just been doing different things. So you have to continuously be able to update your skincare routine. You can just hit up your dermatologist, say, hey, it's the winter time, my skin is a little bit drier. What can we do? How can we refine this skincare routine to keep working for me? I also enjoy how simple Curology is too. You just get the product sent straight to your door. You're not fussing with a bunch of different skincare products. Everything is explained to you so that you understand it, so that you just know exactly what you're doing. Also, make sure you get good rest, because that's why I have these dark circles under my eye right now. Treat your body right, y'all. Okay, listen to your body. I'm telling you, it will tell you everything that you need to know. Next, we're gonna go in with the emergency spot patches to treat some of my acne that I have, and just talk about how I feel about being on Curology, because I've seen it around so much. So naturally, I'm curious, because I'm like, what can it do for me though? You know, like I see that it works for a lot of other people, but I would love to see what it could do for me. We do have some cystic under the skin acne right here that's actually quite painful, so let's try to get it out with this. Not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous because I have tried, oh my god, it's invisible. Can y'all see that? Oh, I have tried popular skincare programs in the past, but nothing like this though, where they truly customize it for you. That is insane how invisible it is. I love these. It does kind of blur it a little bit too. So let's talk about confidence and how you could just walk out the house, you're treating your pimples, nobody's staring at you trying to see what's on your face, you know? I love that. Now that I'm older and have kind of leaned more into my self-confidence, me having blemishes now really does not take away from my confidence too much. Yes, sometimes it is kind of hard to see your face kind of moving backwards, or just having problem areas when maybe you have an important event to go up to or something like that. But it no longer keeps me down the way that it used to, because I also feel that just like what you put in your body and on top of your body matters, that also needs to work with the mental as well. You have to build up your confidence in order to let it shine through, no matter what issues or flaws you may have. I actually vividly remember the first time I went outside with no makeup on and had dark spots and some acne going on, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let it stop me from going out. I'm going out and I'm gonna have fun with my friends. I'm not gonna waste a bunch of time throwing on tons of makeup. I'm just gonna go out and see how I feel. And I think from that moment, it really was a pivotal moment in my confidence boost era. So now your girl no longer lets her skin stop her from living her life. I love that for me. I'm older now, I'm more wiser, I'm more educated about everything that I'm currently working on, like my skin. So now I just feel a lot better about any flaw or anything that just pops up. I'm just like, you know what, it's a flaw, I'm embracing it, and I'm gonna go live my life real quick. We'll handle that when we get back. If you try Curology, leave your thoughts down below so we can help other people who are considering it. And also, if you are considering it, what's something that you look forward to the most when you want to try Curology? Because for me, it's custom to me, so I felt like this is something that somebody actually listened to what my issues were, and they gave me something perfect for me for. I'm gonna leave these on for a few hours and let them work their magic. Of course, I know I'm gonna keep you updated because my dermatologist gave me a good time frame for when I can achieve the goals that I expressed to her. So we shall see how Curology works for me long term, I'll definitely let you guys know. But if you have any questions, please leave them down below so I can answer them for y'all. Nowadays, as you can see, my skin is doing so much better, and it just boosts my confidence up even more, okay? So if you're interested in Curology, again, make sure y'all check them out. I cannot wait to lock in and just see where my skin goes from here. Hopefully this video was insightful for you guys. Hopefully it helped you out a little bit or a lot. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.